The rehearsals are only a few days away, so it only seems appropriate to actually provide and give you our final and official predictions. Who will qualify from the first semi-final based on our impressions pre-rehearsals? Let's find out. Let's talk Eurovision. Hey everyone, Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. So, 15 songs are competing in the first semi-final of the Eurovision Song Contest 2023. I have my calculator right here, and since 10 countries will qualify, that leaves five countries out. But who? Who, are you asking? Well, Team United, we talked this through, and a panel of 12 members actually sat down. They tried to figure out who is in and who is out. Keep in mind that this is not reflective of our own personal taste, but we have a separate video for that. Feel free to check those out. Now, this is purely based on who we think will go through. So we will start at the top and work our way down to the bottom. If you don't mind, please like this video first, because if you don't, then little kitty will sneeze and scare its mommy, and we don't want that. And while you're at it, please subscribe. So, turn up the suspense music, and let's do this. My apologies to WeeWee This is not copyright infringement. It's a very common line. I love you anyways. I'm just tired of avoiding it. The first country that we think will qualify is Finland. Well, looks like Finland is bringing their A game this year, and with the perfect running order and a catchy song like Cha Cha Cha, they're practically cha-cha-chaing their way to the finals. The other countries better watch out, because Finland is here to slay. There's nothing that we can think of that could stop the country from qualifying. Not that we want to stop them, but half of the team actually thinks Cha 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 will win this semifinal. So, nevertheless, a definite qualifier, and I completely agree. I personally have it listed as the winner as well of this semi. So, yeah. The second country that we think will qualify from the semi is Sweden. Sweden's time to shine once again, with Loreen as their fearless leader and Tattoo as their weapon of choice. They're practically slaying the Eurovision game as well. It's like the universe knows better than to mess with Sweden's domination. And I personally think Cha 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 though will sweep the televote and steal it away from Sweden. Or maybe aliens will invade and the whole competition will be thrown. Of course, then Finland won't win, but that's the only way for me to think that. But at the same time, anything can happen at Eurovision. Overall, 4 of us actually think that Sweden will win the semi. Overall combined, we think it'll qualify second place. The third country on our list that we think will qualify, let's stick with the Nordic countries, I guess. It's Norway. Looks like Norway is about to snatch the Eurovision throne with kings and queens, or at least that is the intent. Alessandra is opening the show and setting the bar high for the rest of the competition. One panelist even thinks they'll win the semi, which is practically like predicting the weather in the middle of a tornado. But hey, the majority of the team agrees it'll come third, and I mean, who am I to argue with a team with a hit song and already, TikTok fame a little bit? Norway is practically sailing through to the grand final, and it's like they're kings and queens of Eurovision. They're just always delivering. They are Eurovision ready. So, completely agree with the outcome here. The fourth country on our list, and a qualifier, since we ran out of Nordic countries, let's move on to Israel. Looks like Israel is about to bring some magical, mystical vibes to Eurovision with Noah Carell and Unicorn. The fans were going apeshit when she was selected to represent the country, which is practically the Israeli equivalent of the Running with the Bulls, I guess. Now, our team may not agree on where they'll end up in the rankings, but we do all agree that they'll be prancing their way into the grand final, whether they come in 3rd or 9th. As long as they're in the top 10, we'll be all right, and we'll get to experience mythical majesty of Unicorn on the big stage again on Saturday. Now, Israel, you better bring your glitter, your rainbow, because Eurovision is ready for your magical creature called Unicorn. Our 5th qualifier, according to our predictions, Moldova. Moldova, the country that always manages to surprise us with their unique performances. It's like they have a secret recipe for Eurovision success, and they're not sharing it with anyone. Boo. Now, our team agrees that they will definitely qualify, but we also can't quite agree on our final placement. Some of us predict they'll be in the top 5, while others think they'll be hovering in the lower half of the top 10. Now, personally, I think I put them in 8th place in my predictions, not because I don't like the song better, but because I'm just not sure if the average viewer will appreciate its avant-garde style, for the lack of a better word. But hey, if we can always count on Moldova to bring us some visually stunning performances, so we all know it'll go through. Moving on to our 6th qualifier. Congrats to Serbia. Glad to see Serbia doing well in our predictions, though this is where we will see some disagreement. Most of us, 11 to be exact, believe Luke Black will make it to the grand final, but one panelist believes that this might be a surprise non-qualifier. But I have the judge hammer and ready to scream, overruled! Look, I know the song is a bit more out there, but I agree with the average ranking here. I also put Serbia in 6th place in my predictions. And boy, do they deserve it. I mean, good luck to you, Serbia. Okay, it's getting exciting. Our 7th qualifier is Czechia. Czechia make us all nervous with what I call the wild card entry, My Sister's Crown. While 10 of us are confident that Vesna will advance, there are 2 party poopers who doubt their abilities. But fear not, dear Vesna, as I'm here to deliver once again the ultimate verdict, overruled again. However, I must say, this is, as I said, the biggest question mark in the semifinal to me. It could go both ways. It could be a massive hit or a massive flop. But I have a feeling that Czechia itself, they just bring something spectacular to the stage and will make sure and that they'll end up in the top 5. That's what I am predicting as of right now. They can do it, or they could crash and burn. So yeah, it's crazy. But either way, most of us agree that we will see Vesna in the grand final. Good luck, sis. 8 countries, but only 3 tickets left to the grand final according to our predictions. So, our 8th qualifier based on our predictions, not our taste, I keep saying that, but it is Portugal. It looks like Portugal is banking on Mimicat to take them back to the grand final. I mean, her song Ai Curaçao may not be conventional, but hey, 9 of us believe it will work. And as for me, I mean, I'm in love with the song, but I'm also aware that not everyone maybe shares my taste with this kind of music. So let's hope Portugal can pull it off and secure a spot. I predicted a 7th place, so pretty darn close to the team average. Fingers, toes, and eyes crossed. We're rooting for you, Mimicat. All right, getting more and more exciting. Our 9th qualifier is Croatia. Croatia, home of our beautiful beaches, delicious seafood, and Let 3's Mama See, the entry that has left us all scratching our heads. Some of us love it, some of us hate it, and some of us just don't know what to make of it. But despite the polarizing opinions, we all seem to agree that it's probably going to qualify for the grand final. 8 of us, whether begrudgingly or not, accepted its quirkiness and put it in our list of the top 10 songs. While the other 4 are probably just bitter that they don't appreciate the art of screaming Mama See at the top of their lungs. Now, personally, I have Croatia in 9th place in my predictions, but who knows, maybe the power of the song will propel them to Eurovision glory. Only time will tell. By the way, stick around because I will go for the 5 non-qualifiers as well. But it's time to reveal the 10th and final qualifier, the official borderline qualifier, and that is Malta. Well, it looked like Dance Your Own Party is getting the last dance in this semifinal for us. Some may say it's a controversial choice, but our team has a lot of love for the busker and their ability to get people grooving. And let's be real, who doesn't want to dance with their own party? Even if they're surrounded by some tough competition, especially in the first half, we believe that they have what it takes to survive and make it to the grand final. 8 of us are saying yes to their chances, while 4 believe the Baska will dance to their own party at home Saturday night at the grand final. But as said, we put them through. Most of the people that think Malta will make it put them in 9th or 10th place. But hey, that's all they need, right? That's what I did. So let's get ready to dance and see if they can bring that party to the grand final. There you have it. These are our 10 qualifiers based on our predictions. But as mentioned, let's talk about the other 5 countries as well and who believes they will make it or not. In 11th place and our borderline non-qualifier is Switzerland. And predicting can be really a water gun to the face sometimes, and Switzerland knows it too well. Half of our team believes water gun will go through and the other half doesn't. But in the end, as pointed out, borderline non-qualifier. Talk about a close call. It's like trying to fill a glass that is half full, half empty, and half undecided. Keep in mind that if this was my personal ranking, Switzerland would go through, so it kind of sucks seeing them outside of our predictions there. Then in 12th place, that is reserved for Latvia. I guess the first semifinalist is really the Hunger Games of Eurovision, huh? It's tough out there, man. And hey, at least Sunlight still have 4 believers. And who knows, maybe Aya will surprise us and break into the top 4. One of our members indeed is predicting just that. Anything is possible at Eurovision. Well, except UK winning these days, but I'm kidding. I'm kidding, UK, of course you can win. But yeah, good luck to Latvia. And our 13th place, the Netherlands. It seems as like Burning Daylight has turned into Burning Out of Sight for most of our team. That one actually surprised me quite a bit. I mean, I also had the duo as a non-qualifier. I just didn't expect such strong agreement with the team. I thought I was going to be the exception. Ultimately, 3 of our panelists have not written off Burning Daylight just yet. But yeah, our confidence in the country's ability to make the cut, it just has gone down quite a bit. Then in 14th place, we are putting Ireland, and it's always good to have at least one optimist in the group, even if they're in the minority. Maybe Roy knows something the rest of us don't, which is why he thinks it'll qualify, or maybe he's just feeling lucky. Either way, I hope Wild Youth brings the A game and makes us all eat our words. Go Ireland. I'm rooting for you. And then number 15, sadly, Azerbaijan. Yeah, it's sad to report that Azerbaijan has not received a single vote of confidence from our team. So according to our predictions, the most likely non-qualifier of this semi. It's a bummer. I mean, obviously, I also agree with this, but I said it before. It's just not a song that I find competitive. But I'm always happy to be proven wrong. And I just don't think it's going to be the case here for Azerbaijan this year. There you have it, our top 10 predictions, and of course the rest of the best and how they rank. This could all change significantly once we see the rehearsals and the field, but all of that stuff, you get it. We would love to hear from you. Do you see where we're coming from? Who do you think will qualify? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.